Here's something that pisses me off. People in recovery groups, recovery fellowships, that discriminate against other people in recovery who are on drug replacement or drug maintenance programs like methadone or Suboxone or even Vivitrol shot, which is actually a drug. I don't know if you knew that or not. It's extended release naltrexone, and it binds to your receptors just like an opioid does. And don't tell me it doesn't happen. This discrimination doesn't happen. It does. I've seen it time and time again. I've seen it for 15 years, ever since I started trying to get clean. Not allowing these people to share or participate in meetings or work steps with a sponsor, that's discrimination, plain and fucking simple. And what ends up happening is most people who are on a treatment program with Suboxone or Methadone, those are the most common, they just lie about it, which is what I've done and what plenty of people I've known have done. And lying is one of the very first things you have to cut out of your life if you want to stay clean and get better. So it doesn't work very well if you're having to live a lie. If you're one of the people that does this, you need to check yourself real hard, because what you're doing is, in a lot of cases, affecting people's lives, and not usually for the better. You might think that you are encouraging them to get clean and stay drug-free, but in most cases it's pushing people away who are tentatively investigating the idea of being drug-free back out into the cold, back out onto the fringes of the last place they might feel even the teeniest bit welcome. And why? Because a drug is a drug, right? That's what the literature says. Maybe. Does it say that? If so, how about the 7 Red Bulls you drank before you gave your lead last week? Or the 7 cups of coffee? Is it a drug is a drug then? How about the pack of cigarettes you smoked outside before the meeting began? Or the kilo of sugar that was in those 5 donuts you just smashed? Well, it's not as bad as smoking meth, you might say. Okay, agreed. And taking a few milligrams of Suboxone isn't as bad as shooting a gram of fentanyl into your fucking jugular vein. It just isn't. You can't tell me it is. People are fucking dying out there, man. And it makes me wonder what kind of drug lives these people led anyway, because I was the kind of junkie who would spend 2 hours trying to shoot a syringe clotted full of blood and vinegar and crack cocaine into the last tiny little veins in my hips if it meant I could get even a little bit high. Like, you really need to put it in perspective. Is it ideal to be on a drug substitute program indefinitely? No, probably not, because it doesn't strengthen you in the long run. And if you're nodding out at meetings and slurring your speech and cheating by adding other drugs on the side, which happens, in these programs, it does. I won't argue that. You're getting high. You're getting high, plain and simple. Now, that's not up for debate. Medications can be abused, and they are. But, for example, just because Alexis is on 20 milligrams of methadone, no one is willing to sponsor her. She's not allowed to start working steps to save her life and better the lives of those around her. Right? She's not allowed to share in meetings to get shit off her chest that might kill her otherwise. Get the fuck out of here. Literally, get the fuck out of here, because you're not saving anybody by elevating yourself above those who aren't able to completely quit all drugs and walk away clean. You're not helping anyone. All you're doing is inflating your own ego and denying other people access to something which you were so freely given in the first place. And that's not what fucking recovery is about. It's not. If I sound like I'm bitter about this, it's because I am. And it's something I need to let go of, but not before I get it off my chest first.